said it was two brothers?
Two brothers that were.
How you learn that, brother?
Something I picked up. I left my phone.
Something you picked up? Okay. Brother, he picking up his Bible. You picking up that Bible, King? He said he left his phone. Give me 1 Samuel 2:1. Oh, yeah, you started 2. So yeah, the brother he said we the sons of thunder. And you picking up that Bible. What's that, brother?
Sons of Thunder.
Where you read that at, King?
Hey, brother, come on this side. Come on this side. Just teach
We
us.
record. We record.
Got you.
The New Testament. Where is that in the New Testament, King? Huh. I was gonna see what the brother. Hey, brother. We got you. We got you. Bring it out.
It's Mark chapter 3 and verse 17.
Jesus called Paul twin.
Hold on, brother. You bringing it out?
And James the son of Zebedee, and John the brother of James, and he surnamed them Boanerges, which is the sons of thunder.
Says which is the sons of thunder, brother. You know, they had
Y'all
that.
remind me
All praise to the Most High, man. But the Lord wants us all to be the sons of thunder. He wants us all to have that spirit. He wants the so-called blacks and Hispanics to have that spirit, man. Right now, we don't got that spirit. You don't think? What do you think about that? You think us as a people, we got the spirit of the sons of thunder?
No, not really.
No, not really.
No, because he was zealous preachers. And they heard the word.
Right. Why are no preachers today like that? I seen today earlier. You said what?
They don't have faith, but they don't believe.
They don't have faith and they don't believe. Okay, that's a part of it. You know, the pastors, they out for gain too. The pastors of today, or the churches today, the pastors, they out for gain. You know, they trying to build up their own situation they got outside of the church. Today I seen a video of a pastor. He had his Rolls Royce dropped off in front of the congregation. It's a big man.
Big racket.
Give me Jeremiah 23 and 22. Because, you know, they leading us astray, man. They're leading us astray. And give me that first Samuel we got it. Our pastors today, they're not teaching the people righteously. The pastors today, they're kind of wicked. Not even kind of, they wicked. They leading the people to bring them money and give them things that they can't even get for themselves. So they're at their wits' end. Give me that first Samuel. This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2, and verse number 1. Verse 2. There is none holy as the Lord, for there is none beside thee, neither is there any rock like our God. There's none beside thee, there's no rock like our God. What Hannah is praying that there's nothing like our God. No other God or idols like the Most High. Read. Verse 3. Talk no more so exceedingly proudly. It says talk no more, no exceedingly proudly. That's how our pastors talk. Our pastors talk proudly. You know what proud means in the Bible, brother? What does it mean? You said what?
Self-important.
Right. I mean, like kind of like arrogant. You know, he's speaking proud. Read. God. Talk no more so exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. It says, let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. See, our pastors in the church, they let arrogancy come out of their mouth. They let arrogancy come out of their spirit. They have a Rolls Royce delivered in front of the congregation and say, I got this because of y'all. That's arrogancy. That's speaking exceedingly proud. Read. Time. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth, for the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. It says the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. So the actions of our pastors today, they're being weighed by the Most High. When you're taking money from your congregation, putting it in your pocket, buying vacations, buying expensive cars, buying jets, doing all these things frivolously with the money that you get from your congregation, you're speaking proudly, you're speaking with arrogance, and you have no knowledge. Give me Hosea 4 and 6. Bring it up. It's the book of Micah, chapter 3 and verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward. It says the heads thereof judge for reward. So the heads are in this today and age would be our pastors. It would be, you know, people with power and money. Read. And the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money. It says the priests thereof teach for hire. Our pastors and our preachers, they teach for hire. They teach for the money of the congregation. They teach to buy big mansions, to live a luxury lifestyle, to make a name for themselves, like the brothers say. They teach it for fame. They teach it unrighteously. They're not teaching God's law, statutes, and commandments. Read that part again. And the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money. It says, and the prophets thereof divine for money. What does that mean to you, brother? And the priests thereof divine for money. I mean, Slacky, the prophets thereof divine for money. What does that mean to you, brother?
They look for money in any kind of way. Still passing the basket around, all that stuff.
Right. So the prophets of today, they divine for hire. They divine for money. So they're false prophets. They're giving you false promises. You know, and that's wicked according to the Most High. Give me that one.
Hosea 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
It says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Who is the Lord's people that he's talking about? Because we know the word my is a possessive pronoun, meaning it's mine. Like if I say this is my jacket, it's mine and no one else's. Read that part again, King.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
It says my people. Why is it saying my, brother? Why is God saying my people?
Because he has chosen certain people, children of Israel.
Okay.
He chose
He chose the children of Israel. What else? To be his people, right?
Right.
Where do you find that in the Bible? And why did he choose the Israelites?
Because he made a promise to Abraham.
Okay.
He made a promise to Abraham to his people, his seed,
His seed, okay.
he will multiply and bless them.
That's right, brother. Hey, this brother know his Bible, man. This brother tapping in. So I got a question for you though, brother. We gotta see how tapped in you are with this Bible.
Okay.
Who are the Israelites today?
The Israelites today,
Because give me Romans 11:1. Who? Because God doesn't change. So if God doesn't change, his promises, his people don't change, right? You may change the language of certain things, but at the end of the day, you got to find the root of the problem. You got to find the root of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're here to do. We're here to teach our people the root of the situation. Give me that. It's the book of Romans, chapter 11, and verse number 1.
Check it out.
I say then, have God cast away his people? It says, I say then, have God cast away his people? Never, right? It's gonna say that, read. God forbid. It says God forbid, meaning never. Like you said, hell no, I'm not. He didn't cast away his people. So if he didn't cast away his people, who is that people today? That people didn't change, right? So who's that group of people, that chosen lineage that the Most High chose today? Who is that?
a group of people is called Black Israelites.
Okay, you got the second part right, but the Lord, he really don't deal with color like people may think. He doesn't. He does to a certain extent, but that's not what he's leaning on, because he doesn't have to lean on that. Give me Numbers 15:38. You know why he doesn't always lean on color when it comes to the people? Because it's not about color for him. It's about seed line. It's about lineage. It's about bloodline.
Okay, so
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come, Slocky.
So can I ask you, if the bloodline is pure,
Hold on, let's bring that part out. So let's get that proof. Let's get that. We got witnesses. Let's get that out. Slocky, water king. Because we gotta know who this lineage is. We gotta understand that just because a brother is lighter than me or darker than me, that don't mean he may not be my brother. But he could look a certain way. I know you're not, but we record too, so we gotta do it for the audience. So we gotta understand that the Lord don't always deal with skin color. Read what you got. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. Salakia. And they assembled all the congregation together. It says they assembled all the congregation together. So all the people came together. Read. On the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees. What's pedigree? Not the dog food. Not the dog food. We ain't talking about that dog food. What does pedigree mean?
pedigree means they're
It's like a
Nah. Come back, brother.
You want to cheat?
You can get your phone. No, you know what it means. You don't need your phone. What does pedigree mean?
pedigree means how
Want to help you out, brother? We'll help you out. Your pedigree is like your lineage. You know, your bloodline, like I just mentioned. It's what you come from, your stock.
right.
So read that part again. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers. So they declared their stock, their lineage, their bloodline by the house of their fathers. Why did they do that, brother?
I don't know. Let me say that.
Okay, so through the Spirit, the Lord, He made it divine that we understand who we come from through the Father, through the man, because we know that it's proven, scientifically proven, and through the Spirit of the Most High that your lineage flows through the man, because the man carries the seed, right? So if you plant an apple seed in China, is it not an apple? Is it still not be an apple tree? Does it grow into an apple tree? Or is it a Chinese apple tree? It's apple tree. So the Lord is doing the same way with people. So we got to understand.
So let me ask you a question. If
What's
the
that,
seed
brother?
come through man, what seed did Jesus come from? If it came from man?
I'm glad you asked that, brother. Give me Matthew. Matthew 1 and start at 1. Oh, what is it? 4? Okay. The brother kind of tapped in, man. We got to get more clear understanding because there's more to know. There's more to get put on to you. You can bring it up. It's like
It's the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 3.
No.
Concerning his son, Yahushua, our Lord, which was made of the seed of David according to the flesh.
it was made of the seed of David according to the flesh. So right there, we know that our Lord Yahushua, He came from another man. It wasn't just a divine entity that shot down and then Mary got pregnant out of nowhere. You know, He came out of a seed, out of a flesh, out of a bloodline. Where did brother go? He slid up out of here?
You know, y'all all over the
Yeah,
place,
he's
man.
kind of all over the place.
Yeah, you know.
But it's good that the brother tapped in because it's like he kind of knows what's going on, and the Lord is waking up our people. You know, it's not very often you find other brothers, other people, you know, bringing out the Bible in that way, understanding it from the way that he was kind of understanding it. Did he have a full understanding? Probably not. But did he? Probably so. Who knows? He was getting there. He's probably waking up, and that's what we need to do in these last days. Right. We got to get away from these Christian pastors, Catholicism, the Islam. You know, all this idol worship, all the things that we're doing, self worship, we got to get out of this, man. We got to come back to the Lord and the Most High and deal with what He's given us as His people. Because we're the chosen people. You know what I'm saying? We the people of the Most High. We got to understand that. We got to know that.
That's right.
Give me, go back to that 1 Samuel. Because our pastors, they're not really doing it, man. They're not doing it at all. You know, they're leading us astray. They making fun of us. They laughing in our faces. You know, their words are smooth as butter. Read. It's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 2, and verse number 2. Hey, brother, what you doing? You coming back? You coming back? All right, all praise. There is none holy as the Lord, for there is none beside thee, neither is there any rock like our God. There is none like the Lord, neither is there any beside him. There's none beside the Most High, man. It's the Most High, Yahushua, then everything else. We don't even know them other gods. Not Buddha. You know what I'm saying? Not the fiction. You said what? It's fiction. It's fiction. Like the brother said, it's fake. It's not real, man. We got the one and only true God. All praise to the Most High because He gave us that. That's the blessing that we have as a people. We got to come back to that. We don't know who we are. You know, we falling astray, man. We falling astray, and we can't do that. Read on. You got a precept? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 115, and verse number 2. Wherefore should the heathens say, where is now their God? But our God is in the heavens. It says, but our God is where? In the heavens. It says, our God is in the heavens. So we have a Father that's looking down upon us, that's protecting us. Read. And He hath done whatsoever He hath pleased. Say He has done whatsoever He hath pleased. Can't no other God say that. Can't no other God do that. The Lord created the heaven and the earth. He can do whatever He wants. It's His world. The earth is His footstool, like the scriptures say. Read verse 4. Their idols are silver and gold. It says their idols are silver and gold. So that means they put money. They put money before everything. Read. The work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. It says they have mouths, but they speak not. These idols that can't even speak, man. It's plain. Read. Eyes have they, but they see not. It says they have eyes have they, but they see not. They have eyes on these statues. They have mouths on these statues, but they can't see, or nor can they speak. Read. They have mouths, but they speak. It's like it. They have ears, but they hear not. It says they have ears, but they hear not. These idols, they have mouths, but they can't speak. They have ears, they can't hear. They have eyes, but they can't see. Read what you got. Time. But they noses have they, but they smell not. It says they have noses, but they can't smell. Read. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat. They that make them are like unto them, so is everyone that trusteth in them. See, our people, we get it from the heathen. We rely on these idols and these statues. Oh, I got Buddha in my house. My house is safe, protected from spirits. You know what I'm saying? I got other idols. What's the one, the Hindu? Yeah, the lady, the arms. Yeah, Shiva. You got the elephant, yeah, with the arms. You got all type of idols, man. You got the crystals. You got different people in their houses. They got it's a brother on YouTube. He idolizes a gargoyle. He idolizes a gargoyle. Got gargoyle tatted on whatever. Got a gargoyle statue in his house and say, you know, peace and prosperity. Damn gargoyle, man. Got ears, got eyes, got a mouth, got nothing. Yeah. They like demons, like the brother said. No way in hell is gonna be a gargoyle in my crib and I'm gonna say I'm safe because there's gargoyle right here. Kick that damn gargoyle over, man. Like, look at my the robbers, they gonna walk right past that. Like, they may get shook, like, oh damn, but walking past that. Read. Verse 9. O Israel, trust thou in the Lord. O Israel. So anytime in the Bible you see O Israel, he's talking to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read that part again. O Israel, trust thou in the Lord. It says, O Israel, trust thou in the Lord. Because we don't trust in the Lord, man. We trust in ourselves. We trust in getting his money. We trust in that blunt. We trust in that woman. We trust in that man. We don't trust in the Most High. Read. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3. He is their help and their shield. The Lord is our help and our shield, man. You can't lean on nothing. We don't have nothing else, man. It ain't no amount of money. It ain't no woman, ain't no man, ain't nothing. We ain't got nothing else but the Most High, man. And we got to understand that because we're his chosen people. Read what you got, T.
It's Isaiah 1 verse 3. The ox knows his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
It says the ox and the owner, the ox and the ass, they know who they belong to, man. The ox and the ass are animals that know who they belong to. Their only true job is to work on the farm to come back home. And they know who they have to come back home to, read.
But Israel,
there go that word Israel again. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Anytime you see Israel, the Lord talking about us.
But Israel does not know. My people does not consider.
It says Israel does not know. And my people do not consider. We walk around to and fro. We don't even consider the Most High, man. We don't know who our God is, man. We think our God is everything but the Most High God, the creator of heaven and earth. Right. The God that woke you up today. The God that created that air that you're breathing that you can't even see. But you don't want to believe in the Most High, man. We leaning on drugs, we leaning on women, we leaning on man, we leaning on that paycheck. You know, every day we going through problems. You see the world right now is crazy. The Lord tearing down Babylon. He's tearing down Babylon. Now we looking, it's a famine coming. We looking for food, we looking for clothing, we looking for shelter. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to figure it out. You got to come back to the Most High, though. SNAP benefits, EBT.
Government shutdown.
Government shutdown. You know what I'm saying? Salvation Army, Red Cross, schools shutting down. If you look around, the world is crumbling before your very eyes, man. What's going on, brother? How you feeling? Come on, let's give us 2 minutes. Give us 2 minutes. What's going on, brother? What's your name? Gerard? Jawan? That's a nice name, brother. What's your race? What's your race, King? You don't know your race? You're not black. Okay, that's smart. Because if I bring up 8 other brothers here, someone say they are black. Well, we're not a color out of a crayon box. Last time I checked, my skin is brown. Others will say I'm African American. How are you African American? That's not in the Bible. You're named after 2 white men. Just like our government names, we're named after the so-called white men. If you was a Davis, you was on the Davis plantation. If you was a Jones, you was on the Jones plantation. And there they go. The Lord spoke it up. So we got to understand who we truly are. Yeah, he was on the Johnson plantation. If you was a Brown, you was on the Brown plantation. Give me Jeremiah 17:4. These are things that we got to know, man. These are history. The Bible is our history, man. Give me that Jeremiah, give me Deuteronomy 7:6. We got to know that this is our heritage, this is our Bible, this is us. The Lord is speaking to us. We had a low estate, but we're rich, like the Bible says. What you got?
Jeremiah 17, verse 4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage.
It says, thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage. What does discontinue mean? To stop it, to cut it off.
Stop ourselves.
Yeah, the Lord cut off our heritage because we didn't listen to him. We're not following him. He said that in the Bible. He said, well, I'm going to discontinue from your heritage. Dude.
And thou, even thyself, shall I discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
That he gave you. He gave us a heritage, but he like, no, I'm going to cut it off. You ain't listening. It's like a parent. You know, your parent give you allowance every week. No, I ain't cutting it off. I'm cutting it off. You ain't doing your chores. You ain't doing what I told you to do. It's the same exact thing the Lord is doing with us. We didn't follow his commandments, so he cut it off. You're not getting blessed no more. You're going to be the lowest people on the earth. You're going to be in the projects. You're going to be on EBT. You have to go to your enemy for whatever things you want in this world. You got to go to your enemy for because you're not listening to me. Mind you, the Lord created heaven and earth and everything in it. So why can't he give you everything that you need? So you got to understand how this world works. You more on that? Huh.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies
He said he will cause thee to serve thy enemies. Read.
in a land which thou know not.
It says in a land which thou know not. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15. This is a land we don't know. You came here on slave ships. You came here on cargo slave ships, man. Chattel slavery from a different side of the world, man. But they're not teaching that in the schools. They're trying to take it off the history book. They're trying to coddle you with rewards and presents with weed and drugs and money and fame and all this, vain materialistic things. We got to come back to who we are. See what you got. Oh, you had something you wanted to say?
I was saying, so you said they denied or they intend to discontinue our heritage. So we've been punished for being foolish.
Well, the scripture is saying, the Lord is saying he's going to discontinue his people from his heritage. Not necessarily like the enemy. Like the Lord, he's using the enemy to do so, but through the Spirit, the Most High God is doing it. So you may look at it like, no, the white man did it. Well, he did do it, but the Lord spiritually is doing it through the so-called white man. Give me that. Give me Deuteronomy 28. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken. So are you hip to the story of Moses? The story of Moses?
I'm hip to the colonizers.
Okay, so story of Moses, he grew up an Egyptian, but he's a Hebrew. He wanted, the Lord used him basically to free us out of slavery when we was in Egypt. So the history of us being in Egypt, we were slaves. That's why you got the pyramids. That's why you got all the different statues and all the history over there, because we built all of that. The Lord used Moses for us to come out of that. He split the Red Sea. Huh? Yeah, just give us a moment. Give us a moment. Yeah, but he split the Red Sea. We walked through and we was in the wilderness. And this is what the Lord said when we was in the wilderness, using Moses to speak to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So this is what Moses said, read. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses... Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, read. That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So Moses is telling the people, he's telling them, if you don't listen to God, you're going to be cursed. But if you listen to God, you're going to be blessed. But if you don't listen to what I'm telling you through the Spirit of the Most High, you're going to be cursed forever. They like, all right. So the Lord is basically giving us a deal. He's giving us a contract. And this is what we got to do. Give me, you can finish it out. Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city. So this is how we know. This is how we know we're the people of the book. Yeah, cursed shall thou be in the city. This is how we know we're the people of the Bible, because the Lord uses prophecy, right? We know the Bible is real through prophecy. If the Lord say we're gonna be cursed in the city in the future, and we look at who's cursed in the city now, who is it? We cursed in the city. We cursed in Cleveland. We cursed in them projects. You know what I'm saying? We curse anywhere we go. West side, east Cleveland, wherever we go, we curse, right? That's what the Lord is saying. We're going to finish it out. I got you, King. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. So wherever you at in the city, you're going to be cursed. And when you get in that field, you're going to be cursed too. You're going to be picking cotton, shucking corn, sugar cane, tobacco. You know what I'm saying? Gold mines, silver mines, farming, raising cattle, whatever, you're gonna be cursed. We was cursed, a curse, man. People call it a curse. Is we cursed today in the field? Yeah, we cursing that on that business field, at that job you curse. Man, I hate this job, man. We cursing in the field of work. Any field you in, we curse.
Even in the prisons, them brothers is working. They basically
You're working for 15 cents a day. You curse in the field. No matter what field you in, you curse. No matter what city you in, you curse. You bring out your precept.
John chapter 14, verse 29.
Bring it out.
And now I have told you before it came to pass,
The Lord said, I told you before it came to pass, read.
that when it is come to pass, ye might believe.
So when it come to pass, you might believe. I'm telling you. Yeah, you're going to see, like, all right, the Lord wasn't playing. You got a precept? Wow. Come on, you can bring it out.
Just going back to how he used the other nations to punish them. This Psalm 17, verse 13.
Bring it up.
Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
It says, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Meaning, the wicked of this world, we know is a so-called white man. But he's the sword that the Lord is using to cut us down. Ain't no way. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6, man. Ain't no way. We're the smartest people on the earth. We're the most business-minded people on the earth. We make them probably the most money on the earth. We done built this country. And you mean to tell me we stupid? You mean to tell me we're not chosen by the Most High? We got all these abilities, all the inventions. You walk in your house, you turn on the light. You people created that, man. That's a blessing from the Most High. It ain't no fame. It ain't no money. It's not no monetary stuff. It's like the spiritual aspect of it that the Lord put on brothers and sisters to create a world that we all can live in is created by his chosen people. That's a spiritual thing. Give me Deuteronomy, King.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
The Lord said, thou art holy people to the Lord thy God. You know what the word holy means? Chosen, blessed, separate. You're separate, you're different. You're separate, you're set apart from everything else.
Say that one more time.
Come.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people
The Lord said, you're an holy people. Read.
unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
No, wait. Hold on. Read that part again.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
When you choose something, brother, you're picking it, right? I got 3 pairs of shoes at home. I chose these. I don't have 3, but I chose these to wear, right? You have a choice. I chose these shoes. The Lord chose his people, read.
Have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Not only did he choose us, he said that we're going to be a special people unto himself, read.
Above all people,
Beneath.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
It says above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's crystal clear wisdom right there, man. So now I go like, dang, the Lord chose us above all people. Why we going through all this though? Why we gotta take the bus? You know what I'm saying? Why my car breaking down and I ain't got enough money to get it fixed? Why I can't pay the rent? Why I gotta live check to check? You know what I'm saying? Why my kids hungry? You know, why are we going through these things? Why am I in the projects? You know what I'm saying? Why am I the smartest person I know, but I can't get nowhere? Why is it like that if I'm chosen by the Most High? Give me Deuteronomy 28:48.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48.
Back to the curses. Now we back to the curses. We'll give you some more curses to know that you're the people of the Most High. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
The Lord said you're going to serve your enemies in hunger. If you want to get a hot dog at Sabrett, you got to go to that so-called white man to get a hot dog. If you want to get some McDonald's, you want to go to Walmart, you got to go to your so-called enemy, the so-called white man, you know, to get what you need in hungry, or the Arab. Hey, man, I want some, man, you go get a steak today. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to that Longhorn. You got to go to that nearest grocery store, which we do not own. You got to go to your enemy, read.
And in thirst.
And in thirst, man. I want a Gatorade, man. We don't own Gatorade. I mean, I want some pounds of Sprite, something. We don't own that. Read.
And in nakedness.
It says, and in nakedness, your clothes. I want the new J's that came out. You know, I want the new Nike. I want the Adidas. I want that Gucci, whatever it is. Your enemy owns it. You can say, but I got a black-owned business. But your enemy owns your business. You got to pay taxes, right? You got to report your audits, whatever the case may be. You got to report that to the so-called white man, your enemy. Read.
And in one of all things,
I'm thinking about buying a house, but I got to get my driver's license first. You gotta go to your enemy in one of all things, no matter what it is. You gotta go. I want to get a college education. You gotta go. I want to go to an all-black school. I want to lead a country. Come on, it don't matter. It says in one of what? In one of all things. It says in one of all things. All things. Read. And he shall put a yoke of iron. It says he shall put a yoke of iron. So-called white man put that yoke of iron on our neck, man. Damn, put that iron on our neck, man. You don't know animals, man. We're the children of the Lord. Right. You got a yoke of iron on my neck for. Read. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. It says he put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he has destroyed thee. Why does it say until he has destroyed thee? Why does it say until? There you go. There you go. Hey, man, you can take that yoke off their neck. They ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna run away. They ain't gonna kill me. They gonna kill themselves when they kill me. You don't think he was smart enough to know that? That's prophecy out the Bible, brother. That's prophecy. There's more than that. You mean, it's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. Another curse. It's probably one of the biggest curses. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. It says the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. But wait, we was already in Egypt, right? Moses, he just brought us out of Egypt. He split the Red Sea. We walked through. We was already in Egypt. So what is he talking about? Yeah, we didn't. If you look in the Bible, we never went back into Egypt, right? So the word Egypt means slavery or bondage. Give me Exodus 22. It means slave. Anytime you hear Egypt, it means slavery or bondage. So, no, you can bring it out. So anytime you hear Egypt, that's what that means.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 12 and 10. I have also spoken by the prophets. I have multiplied vision and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets.
So the Lord, he uses prophets to speak to the people. Using similitudes, using different words, whatever he had to do to get to the people, the Lord uses prophets and the prophets to say what they need to say. So you can bring that out. You got a preset?
I'll go to
Just bring out Exodus real quick. It's the book of Exodus. All right. All right, let's finish this verse off for us. Give me one more. It's the book. Just give me Deuteronomy. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. How did we get to America? With ships, brother. Where's that? Slave ship. Slave ship. Packed like sardines. This thing go away. This history didn't get swiped from the world. Like, everybody in the world knows this, brother. Read. Again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. We never see our homeland again. We haven't seen our homeland since we got here, brother. We never seen our homeland. It don't matter if you take a trip to wherever we came from, which is Israel, it's not going to look the same. You can't just walk up in that joint like, hey, who is you? Read. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. It says there ye shall be sold. What does it say, brother? Negroes for sale. The Lord said we're going to be sold when we get here. Man, we've been sold, brother. It says by public auction on Thursday, 10 a.m., the 12th of April, 1848. Prime and healthy at O'Donnell Auction Home. 25 field hands trained at hoeing, chops, thrashing, baling, plowing. Come on, man. You don't know animals. You're children of the Lord, man. They gotta pay for what they did, brother. If you attack the so-called white man, you gonna grab him up, put him in your house, make him do whatever. You going to prison, brother. They locking you up, throwing away the key. They may try to do something to you. They ain't do that now, but they was doing that to us. Why we can't do it to them? It's gonna happen. It ain't happened yet. It's gonna happen. The Lord with us. Right. So, brother, you an Israelite, brother. You're an Israelite. You gotta keep God's commandments, check the fire, like the brother said, and just continue to gain that wisdom and that knowledge. For sure. All praises, y'all.